Hey everyone, this is Petty Murphy here for the Petty Murphy Project, letting you guys know that myself and my partners at the House of Sight and Sound podcast, we're bringing to you Game 2 of the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game, Shooting for Wellness, live Saturday, February the 10th at the Wichita Sports Forum. You guys do not want to miss this full night of entertainment, and it kicks off with the turn up before tip-off with a performance from Miss B. And then your halftime performer will be Jaw XO. You guys do not want to miss this event as we're coming together and we're raising funds and awareness for various organizations that advocate for mental health. So you can get your tickets now at $5. Go to Eventbrite.com. Kids get in for free. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, everyone. So don't want to miss this event. It's going down Saturday, February the 10th, live at the Wichita Sports Forum. We'll see you there. I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message. Hey everyone, this is Petty Murphy here for the Petty Murphy Project, letting you guys know that myself and my partners at the House of Sight and Sound podcast, we're bringing to you Game 2 of the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game, Shooting for Wellness, live Saturday, February the 10th at the Wichita Sports Forum. You guys do not want to miss this full night of entertainment, and it kicks off with the turn up before tip-off with a performance from Miss B. And then your halftime performer will be Jaw XO. You guys do not want to miss this event as we're coming together and we're raising funds and awareness for various organizations that advocate for mental health. So you can get your tickets now at $5. Go to Eventbrite.com. Kids get in for free. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, everyone. So don't want to miss this event. It's going down Saturday, February the 10th, live at the Wichita Sports Forum. We'll see you there. I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message. Hey everyone, this is Petty Murphy here for the Petty Murphy Project, letting you guys know that myself and my partners at the House of Sight and Sound podcast, we're bringing to you Game 2 of the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game, Shooting for Wellness, live Saturday, February the 10th at the Wichita Sports Forum. You guys do not want to miss this full night of entertainment, and it kicks off with the turn up before tip-off with a performance from Miss B. And then your halftime performer will be Jaw XO. You guys do not want to miss this event as we're coming together and we're raising funds and awareness for various organizations that advocate for mental health. So you can get your tickets now at $5. Go to Eventbrite.com. Kids get in for free. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, everyone. So don't want to miss this event. It's going down Saturday, February the 10th, live at the Wichita Sports Forum. We'll see you there. I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message.
You sing over there by yourself? Yeah. Why? Hey! That's my favorite type. Single white female.
Say you've been unhappy for a long time. feel that spark anymore. If you think the grass looks greener on the other side, then go ahead and walk right out that door. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. I think you'll find that no one else will love you like I did. When your new love turns cold, don't say that you weren't told. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. Best to give you all you wanted, but you can't buy diamonds on a poor man's dime. Someday you'll know that love's worth more than money. You gave up a heart of gold for things that shine. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. I think you'll find that no one else will love you like I did. When your new love turns cold, don't say that you weren't told. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. When your new love turns cold, don't say that you weren't told. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge.
You are listening to Vibes of the Country here on the Petty Murphy Project.
And welcome to another episode of Vibes Up the Country here on the Petty Murphy Project. I am your host, Petty Murphy, and what you guys just heard is the music from our special guest, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, coming on to the Petty Murphy Project and Vibes Up the Country. I have country music artist Mr. Eric Diamond here on the Petty Murphy Project. How you doing today, sir? Welcome to the Petty Murphy Project. How are you doing today, sir?
Hello and good morning, Terrence. I'm doing well. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. And I just want to say, listening to your this song, it has been played multiple times, and I want to say it's a very great song, sir. So I want to thank you for allowing me to play this song on this platform, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Kurt Ryle and I wrote that song.
All right, sir. And it's a very great song. And I seen Clarksville on there. Can you tell people where you're from, sir? Where you're currently residing now?
I was born in northern New Mexico, just north of Santa Fe, in a little town called Los Alamos. I lived most of my life outside of Durango, Colorado, in a community called Vallecito. And the reason you saw Clarksville Creative Sound, that's the record label that I am on, and they're in Nashville. And the producer is Kurt Ryle, who's played on and produced and written songs for artists such as George Jones, Mel Tillis, Vern Gosdin, Trisha Yearwood, Leanne Womack, John Anderson, Dean Dillon, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. And a big shout out to Kurt for his contributions to the country music scene. And those are some classic names that you just mentioned there, sir. Like you say you grew up in the Southwest here in the United States. Is that what influenced you to do country music, sir?
Yeah, I grew up around horse ranches and cattle ranches and the Western way of life, rodeo, etc. And I was influenced at a very early age, and I started working as a professional performer, entertainer, singer / dancer at the age of 15. And
Okay.
I've done it professionally for 42 years.
That is a long time, and it's a lot of miles traveled. Since you've been doing this for 42 years, been doing this for 42 years. Um, what doors have opened up for you? What are the things that you have seen on your journey to where you're at now? And what are some things that you learned along the way, good or bad?
Well, I started out working in small bars and honky tonks from the time I was 15 till I was about 21. Then I got hired and worked on the road for 5 years with a band called Cowtown Swing. The band leader was a gentleman named Bobby Francis, who had worked for John Conley during the rose-colored glasses era. And we primarily played in Colorado, but we did stretch out into Kansas a little bit. Then I moved to Nashville at the age of 26. Got to perform in every club on Broadway and every club in Printers Alley. Landed a songwriting deal, which was short-lived because of family matters back west. I came back west for 2 years. I was a high school basketball coach. Then I ended up on the road for 3 years with a band called the Midnight Rose Band. Dave Blanchard was the band leader, and he called me up one night and said that they had 27 nights booked, and their lead singer had left in the middle of the night and headed back to Louisiana, and he wanted to know if I was interested. So I told him absolutely, and I'd be there on Monday. It was a Friday night when he called me. 27 nights turned into 3 years that I worked with that band. And then I worked for 1 year as an in-house entertainer at a large nightclub in Southern Colorado, and put my own band together and the Rocky Mountain Playboys. And we had a huge local following, and it just kept expanding. And by the time that our ride was over, we had 13 national agents booking us. We were working in 11 state region, playing what was called the A-Room Circuit, which was the biggest nightclubs, country bar nightclubs in the West, and even into the Midwest. Like I said, we worked 11 states. We did that for 6 years, touring with the first album I recorded at United Artists Tower there in Nashville. And then last year, I ended up winning the Western Swing Male Vocalist of the Year by the Academy of Western Artists. And I had
Congratulations.
Thank you. Had an album that tied for second for Album of the Year last year. We've got a brand new album out called Eric Diamond, All of Me. And currently, it's the most played Western Swing album on radio around the world. It's been nominated for an IWMA award, which is the International Western Music Association. It's been nominated for the Ameripolitan Awards for Album of the Year. I have also been nominated for Western Swing Male Vocalist of the Year by the Ameripolitans. And we've been nominated to the Red Carpet Awards in the Netherlands, over in Holland. I got signed by a Nashville record label, Clarksville Creative Sound, with producer Kurt Ryle, and we're just slugging away at it still.
Hey, absolutely. And the grind is hard. You've been doing this for 42 years, and it's taking you places. And in these places that you have, this journey has taken you, have you met any other countries' artists along the way, whether it's up and coming at the level that you're at or at the mainstream?
I've met hundreds and hundreds of artists. I've met some of the big stars. I've met Vince Gill. I got to hang out with Tracy Lawrence a little bit one night in South Dakota. We opened for Eddie Arnold, Mel Tillis, Ricky Van Shelton, the Everly Brothers, all in Laughlin, Nevada, and other acts. I've been in the mix strong once again for about the last 15 years in Texas. A lot of wonderful artists out there in the Lone Star State. So yeah, I've met a lot of artists. I've had a lot of guys that worked for me that worked for big stars. I had musicians that had worked for Freddie Fender, Johnny Rodriguez, Neil McCoy, etc. that ended up working for me for a while.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, this song, Strike That Match. You said you and your producer were working on this. What was the inspiration behind this song? Because every song has a message and it has an inspiration behind it. And I like to ask my artists, what was the motivation and inspiration to record this song?
Well, a fellow singer-songwriter named Kathy Jewell had come up with the title but couldn't write the song. And so we had permission to use the title, and Kurt and I sat down and wrote it. Basically, it's a song about relationships and something pretty much everyone can relate to. Everybody's been through similar scenarios. There was no specific story that inspired this song other than just life experiences, but we're real happy with the finished product, especially because we wrote the song. It's been received extremely well on radio, and it seems like it's helped us branch out to a younger audience. A lot of the younger people seem to enjoy this one.
Absolutely. And what we're going to do is this, Mr. Diamond. We are going to go into a music break, and I'm going to play this track for everybody again if you're just now tuning in onto the Petty Murphy Project live on Facebook Watch and on YouTube. I'm going to play this track again. So, Mr. Diamond, I'm going to go ahead and give you the honors to introduce your song.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the song called Strike That Match.
All right, you heard it first here. Strike That Match here on the Petty Murphy Project. Let's go.
Say you've been unhappy for a long time. You don't feel that spark anymore. If you think the grass looks greener on the other side, then go ahead and walk right out that door. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. I think you'll find that no one else will love you like I did. When your new love turns cold, don't say that you weren't told. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. Best to give you all you wanted, but you can't buy diamonds on a poor man's dime. Someday you'll know that love's worth more than money. You gave up a heart of gold for things that shine. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. I think you'll find that no one else will love you like I did. When your new love turns cold, don't say that you weren't told. Strike that match, light that fire, and burn that bridge. When your new love turns cold, don't say that you weren't told. Strike that match, light that fire,
as the blue lights chasing us down I-79. No way of knowing where we might end up by the time the tank dries up at the end of the night. They're trying to take us down, but doing our own thing. Moonshine in a moonlit summer rain. But we were making our claim to country fame till we heard those midnight bullets ring. Sideways, all the way from Wayne County, West Virginia, all the way down to Broadway. Some good old boys having a damn good time. Only get to live once and make the most of your life. First rate, damn straight, superstar show on a jacked up tailgate. Some people say we're crazy, that's just how we're built. Got the throttle wide open, living life full tilt. Going down the road, one hand on the wheel and nowhere to go. Drop the blue lights right around the county line. Time to tie one on and get back to feeling alright. This life I'm living got me stuck in the fast lane, looking kinda like a modern day John Wayne. Trade the route for an old guitar, jar of white lightning and a decked out car. Sideways, all the way from Wayne County, West Virginia, all the way down to Broadway. Some good old boys having a damn good time. Only get to live once and make the most of your life. First rate, a damn straight superstar show on a jacked up tailgate. Some people say we're crazy, that's just how we're built. Got the throttle wide open, living life full tilt. May not know where we're going, but we know we're living free. And in the end, the memories we make are all that's left of you and me. Sideways, all the way from Wayne County, West Virginia, all the way down to Broadway. Some good old boys having a damn good time. You only get to live once and make the most of your life. First rate, damn straight, superstar show on a jacked up tailgate. Some people say we're crazy, that's just how we're built. Got the throttle wide open, living life full tilt. Living life full tilt.
Let's take a drive all through the night, rest along the way. Sometimes we feel the need to move on, sometimes we need to stay. I remember where we came from, and I sure know where we've been. This is not how the story ends, it's how it begins. I'm ready to face a distant horizon, stare into space at the new rising sun. Ready to face a distant horizon, stare into space at the new rising sun. Stare at the new rising sun. What do you see? Master illusion or a pure reality? Let's go get lost in a familiar place, 'cause where you are is where I'll be. I remember where we came from, and I sure know where we've been. This is not how the story ends, it's how it place, 'cause where you are is where I'll be. I remember where we came from, and I sure know where we've been. This is not how the story ends. It's how it begins. Oh, ready to face a distant horizon, stare into space at the new rising sun. Ready to face a distant horizon, stare into space at the new rising sun. Stare at the new rising sun.
And that was New Rising Sun from Michael Bott. And the previous song prior to that was Full Tilt by Austin Atkins. Welcome back to the Petty Murphy Project with my special guest, country music artist, Mr. Eric Diamond. Mr. Diamond, while you were listening, while we're on the musical break, and you listened to those two songs, what did you think of those songs, sir?
They were great. I would actually have to listen to them more than once to give a fair evaluation.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And, you said you've been doing this for 42 years. What are some lessons that you have learned that you have passed on to other artists as well? As we both know that the entertainment business is very cutthroat and not a lot of people make it. They got the talent, but they don't really make it. What are some things that you have learned along the way that you have passed along to help other artists, no matter what genre they're in?
Well, one thing for sure that I think is universal in the music business is you better have thick skin. You're going to experience highs and lows. You're going to take a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. One of the biggest keys is perseverance. Another thing I see many artists make the mistake of thinking it's all going to come to them, and it doesn't work that way. It requires hours and hours and days and weeks and years of working and being persistent to have success at this. And everybody's definition of success is different. My definition is making a living, paying the bills on music. And I've been able to do that for a long, long time.
Words to live by, Errol. That is very good key information and very wise. Now, with these upcoming award shows that you got coming up, especially the one out in the Netherlands, do you have any live performances that are coming up in between the award season?
Well, I have not been notified yet as to the exact dates of the Ameripolitan Awards or the Red Carpet Awards in the Netherlands, but I've hardly been at home for the last 24 months. I've been on the road performing far more than I've been at home. I finally get a little bit of a break, and I don't really have to leave till after the first of the year. I'll be doing some Opries in Texas. I do my first big music festival of the year in March. I have another one in April. I'll have several every month from March till November, primarily at this point in Texas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. I will be doing some things in Tennessee. We landed a television show deal with the new Country Music Network in Nashville, and we've got a 1-year, 10-episode deal with that. So I will be flying into Nashville to do that. That's all through Clarksville Creative Sound. I know we're going to be doing a couple real big performances in Tennessee that they'll be filming for the television show. So, and I just never know what jobs are going to pop up in between, but I stay fairly busy. Of course, I'd love to be even more busy. I used to work all the time. When I was on the road with the Rocky Mountain Playboys, I looked at our calendar, and at one point we did 39 weeks in a row without a week off. And that was pretty much the case for 6 years. We went from town to town, state to state, playing an average of probably 5 nights a week. Some clubs, when you're playing the A-room circuit and the road clubs, the average is probably 5 nights a week. There was one club where you actually played 7 nights a week, a club or two where you played 6 nights. Occasionally you'd get lucky and you'd have a club that you'd play 3 or 4 nights, but it was virtually the same money. But yeah, it was a long, hard grind. I couldn't hold up at that pace. I used to sing, 4.5 hours a night, 5 nights a week for years. Now what I'm doing and have for the last 8 years is I'm doing mostly shows and festivals where we perform. Most shows are an hour and a half long. Occasionally I did one big festival this year where I did two shows that were 2 hours apiece. I can certainly hold up for that, but going back to 4.5 hours a night, 5 nights a week, I just don't think I could hold up anymore. Things change as you get a little older.
Yes, definitely. And when you were doing that, the pretty much what we call that the marathon, did you experience any type of burnout?
I really didn't, because I was on a mission and I'm still on that mission. I probably witnessed some burnout, and but we had a group of guys that didn't have families, didn't have children. I had children, but they were grown for the most part. I actually like living out of a hotel. More than anything, I just love live performance, even more so than recording music, much more. What fuels me is live performance, interacting with the audience, and being on stage.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And before we get into, we are running out of time. I do want to thank you for coming on to the Petty Murphy Project, taking time out of your day to come onto the show. Where can people find your music, and where can they follow you on your social media to find out anything about you and your upcoming performances?
Well, Terrence, I really appreciate you having me on today's show. Like I said before, the album is up for Album of the Year by 3 international organizations. You can find the album and the original first album, which is Eric Diamond,
There he is.
Playboy. And
All right, there you go.
The new album is Eric Diamond, All of Me. We're available on all music platforms worldwide. I suggest people go to YouTube and type in Eric Diamond, All of Me, and you can hear the album. We sold over 13,000 units of the original album, and the brand new album is selling extremely quickly, much faster than we anticipated. So we will be doing a 3rd album in 2024. But you can follow me on Facebook. You can friend me on Facebook. And if anybody's interested in buying a physical CD, or we have a double album thumb drive, those are available through Facebook. Just send me a private message on Facebook. That's how we sell them. But they are available through the record label, and they are available on all music platforms worldwide.
All right, everybody. You guys heard that, everybody. I want to thank you for coming on to the show, Mr. Diamond, sir. I just want to let everybody know that, hey, if you are a musical artist, you're a comedian, a poet, or an influencer, you want to get interviewed, hey, send your request to the Petty Murphy Project at gmail.com. You can follow the Petty Murphy Project on Facebook at facebook.com/the Petty Murphy Project, Instagram at the Petty Murphy Project, TikTok at the Petty Murphy Project, And guys, do not forget that I have a special project that we're working on right now. Game 2 of the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game Shooting for Wellness, live Saturday, February the 10th from the Wichita Sports Forum in Wichita, Kansas. Tickets are available via email. Just contact myself, Alejandro Garcia, or Alicia Garcia of Sick and Twisted and the House of Sight and Sound podcast, or go to Eventbrite.com. It is for a very great cause. Kids do get in for free. Make sure you guys get your tickets. Everybody, tickets are pretty much being sold as we speak, everyone. And I do want to let everybody know that I will be back tomorrow for another episode of The Vibes of the Country with my special guest, musical artist John. I can't pronounce his last name, but he will be on here as well. And then Monday we'll have Bev Holly on the Petty Murphy Project as well. So for Mr. Eric Diamond, and for everybody watching on Facebook Watch and on YouTube at the Petty Murphy Project on YouTube, I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message. You have been listening and watching The Vibes of the Country here on the Petty Murphy Project. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.
Hey everyone, this is Petty Murphy here for the Petty Murphy Project, letting you guys know that myself and my partners at the House of Sight and Sound podcast, we're bringing to you Game 2 of the Rock and Ball Celebrity Charity Basketball Game Shooting for Wellness, live Saturday, February the 10th at the Wichita Sports Forum. You guys do not want to miss this full night of entertainment, and it kicks off with the turn up before tip-off with a performance from Miss B, and then your halftime performer will be Jaw XO. You guys do not want to miss this event as we're coming together and we're raising funds and awareness for various organizations that advocate for mental health. So you can get your tickets now at $5. Go to Eventbrite.com. Kids get in for free. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, everyone. So don't want to miss this event. It's going down Saturday, February the 10th, live at the Wichita Sports Forum. We'll see you there. I'm Petty Murphy, and I approve this message.